Hello again, and thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Today I want to show you how to make this cute little hot cocoa bar. Who doesn't love hot chocolate in the winter? Today actually my kids have asked a few times after seeing what I have been making, and our driveway is really long, so our walk to school or to the bus is very cold sometimes. So today my son was like, "Oh, Mommy, can I have hot chocolate?" And I was like, "I don't know." So we might have hot chocolate now that I'm all finished. So without further ado, let's get into it. This project, you need the Dollar Tree dice, and I found the wooden boxes in the craft section, and I grabbed the straws down some aisle by the food and Tupperware aisle, and then of course the hot cocoa you were able to get at the Dollar Tree also. Oh, and balloons. I got balloons too. I saw someone use balloons, so I wanted to try them. I first put the balloon over the dice without painting it, and you can see, the color, and you can see the numbers, so I wanted to paint over that. So I used my chalk paint. I painted over that, and then I painted all the wooden boxes with red acrylic paint. And I used my Cricut machine to do the hot cocoa, and I found a cute little mug in Design Space, and I used that as well. And you see me transferring that onto the wooden boxes using my transfer tape. Now you can get letters from the Dollar Tree or a craft store and put them easily on a wooden box. Also, if you don't have a Cricut machine, and they do have contact paper at the Dollar Tree that you could also use for the transfer tape. It's kind of like transfer tape. So there's my hot cocoa, and now I'm doing the mug. Trying to measure it right so that it was in the middle and not off-centered. I did that with both the hot and the cocoa, and I'm doing the mug. And once I was done with that, you can also get Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree. I think I showed that in my last video. I just needed a little bit, so they're little bottles, so it was great to find them at the Dollar Tree. So I used that, and I painted over all those wooden boxes. So now you see me using the balloons to go over the dice that I painted. I cut the top of it, and then I wrapped it around, and then I cut the excess off, and then I glued it. Once I finished that, I wanted to make the chocolate on top of the marshmallow. So I mixed a little bit of Mod Podge and a little bit of the brown acrylic paint to it kind of really does look like melted chocolate. And then you see me painting on top of it, a little bit drizzling down the side. You don't want it too thin, because then it'll just drip right down the dice. So it's a nice thicker piece. And then you see me using confetti. I found that at the Dollar Tree also. You could also use paper and cut little pieces of paper and use those for sprinkles. I only did 2 of them. And then I used my heat gun to dry it. Be careful when you're using it, because you don't want to melt anything, or I'm sure that could happen with the balloons, so I was very careful with that. Now, this part, you could use paint. I used paint markers. I'm not sure if I really liked using that, Or you could even use vinyl if you have your Cricut machine to make these cute little faces on the marshmallows. My daughter saw them and she's like, Mom, you should have done like a winky face on this one or this on this one. And I was like, oh my gosh, shoot. I kind of made them all the same. So that was nice and easy. And then once I was done, I, stacked the marshmallows on top of each other, glued them together, and that was it. So, voila. So thank you so much for joining me. This cute little project took me a little while, but very easy, very simple, and now we can enjoy some hot chocolate. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for all the support. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and share. And I will see you next time. Bye.